What is up, everybody out there on YouTube? Back again with another video. I want to talk about why my quality lease didn't work with Western Express. If you don't know, of course, if you go back and watch the previous videos, I leased the truck on with Western Express from Quality. Basically, I gave it a month and then I was pretty much out of there. Today, I have my paychecks or my settlements with me to kind of give you guys an example on what happened and why I wasn't able to make any money with Western Express with my quality truck. Also, I want to talk about company driver versus lease operator. You know, a lot of people saying that you're not an owner-operator if you're leasing your truck and stuff like that. They got the different technical terms for owner-operator. How much is worth it? Because of course we all know with a company driver, as a company driver, you can get, you know, medical, dental, paid time off, vacation pay and stuff like that, and you don't have to worry about a truck, no truck payment, truck maintenance, or any of that sort of thing. So how much money did you want to bring in a week as an owner-operator, lease operator for it to make sense versus a company driver? Today I have with me, like I said, my settlements from Western Express to show my actual pay and what I was getting paid. Keep in mind now, what I was making was 70% of the load. So whatever the load paid, I got 70% of that plus 100% of the fuel surcharge. Now, with that being said, here's my settlements. So right here, we're gonna take a look at the left side where it say trip payments. Right here it lists the trip number and it has the miles that I ran and also with the load paid, and I got 70% of that, and it does break down what I would get for my fuel surcharge. Also, keep in mind that they didn't pay me empty miles. So if I was 300 miles away, they used to send me sometime 300, 400 miles away to go pick up a load and didn't pay empty miles, which means the out-of-pocket fuel cost was on me. Let's take a look at the settlements. The total revenue for the truck for my first week. Now, keep in mind, I started on a Thursday. I believe the pay period ends on Saturday. So I started on a Thursday, or I got rolling with this load on Thursday. First load, which was 434 miles, it paid $649, and then I ran another load which paid, you know, $1265, which was total revenue to the truck for that week, for my first week, which was a short week, was $1,814.76. Now, also keep in mind, for this week, the truck payment for quality didn't come out yet, so that's why you wouldn't see the breakdown on what the actual expenses was until the next paycheck. Deductions that came out for my first week or my first month, also, they filed my 2290 form for me, which they charged me $550 for that. Now, that $550, they didn't take out all in one check. They actually took it out $110 at a time until actually, you know, until that got paid. They took out, you know, my fuel and mileage tax. Also, they took out for the Qualcomm. They took out, you know, $15 for the Qualcomm as well. My registration and plates, $31 for my registration, highway taxes and things like that. I had a deductible buyback insurance, which was $39, and that kind of fluctuated as well. So at the end of the day, when it was all said and done for this particular week, my total amount due to me was $1,075.65 for that 1 week. Which you thinking, okay, maybe not so bad because it wasn't a full week. This is when it got interesting because the truck payment came out and everything like that, so now you can actually see a full week. I only ran $2,065.56 total revenue for the truck for the whole week. And that's because I didn't run many miles. They had me sitting a couple days, and I would have been continuing to sit if I didn't run 300 and something miles to go pick up load at times. So at the end of the day, at the end of this pay period, I saw $242.32 as a lease operating driver. So definitely not looking good for this week. Not looking good at all. And an unpaid settlement balance they took out, of course, for the truck was $837.41. That included some kind of insurance they said that I had on the truck as well. So the next week I did a total revenue to the truck $3,657, which was my best week. I ran a full week. I don't think I set any of this week, and that's all I was able to make to the truck. The total revenue to the truck was $3,600.57. And then on that pay period, my end settlement after taxes and all my deductions was $1,005.06, which is not a lot. You can definitely make that as a company driver. So why would this make sense to me to have all these different expenses for a truck? Taxes get screwed up because you got to do your taxes quarterly. So this isn't even taken out for what I would owe on taxes. This is just straight revenue, you know what I'm saying, or settlement after, you know, after all the deductions came out, after only running a full week, which only paid $3,000 revenue to the truck. Next week check, of course, I was sitting hard this week because I only made total revenue to the truck $678.13. I was down in Florida or whatever, went to Haven, and they didn't have no load. They didn't have any loads to get me out of there. So of course I sat there. I ran actually one load for the whole week. And now I tell you what they did do. Now, even though they still took out $110 for the $22.90 for them, they didn't take out the full payment for the truck. They took out, I believe, $200 something for the truck. But that only left me with a check of about $185.72. So at that point, now I'm saying, you know, it's time to cut my losses, time to get out of there. It isn't worth it. So at the end of the day, when they did find out that I was leaving, then that's when they hit me with charges. Now on this check that I'm gonna show you, which was the last one that I got, they send an email every Wednesday showing, you know, your breakdown on what you would get on your next settlement. Now on that one, the last one that they sent, it said that I owed them $1,602.64. They said that I owed them that, but keep in mind that on the last one, they said they're gonna hold my check because I called them about the loads that I did run for that week didn't show up, which totaled about, you know, $2,200 or something like that total revenue to the truck, you know, after I ran for that week, which isn't a lot. You know, I know guys on here saying that they're running $5,000, they're getting $5,000 gross to the truck a week. And me, my biggest week, my best week was $3,500 gross to the truck, and I have over $1,000 in fees that I have to pay each week. So the breakdown ends up being maybe $1,500 a week, if that, if I'm lucky. Maybe they owe me about $600 or so, I'm not sure. But like I said in the last video, once they pay out, you know what I'm saying, the actual miles that I ran that week, it should end up on me about, you know what I'm saying, $500 or $600 after they deduct the $1,600 that they say that I owe them. That's the main reason why I decided to jump ship and go look for other opportunities elsewhere, because it just wasn't worth it. The truck payment was, you know, it was high, $837 a week that I had to cover. But also on top of that, if I'm running with Western Express and they don't have the miles, or they don't have the loads or the freight or whatever the case may be to keep me moving to pay these fees that I have every week, then it's not worth it. Leave your comments below. When does it become worth it to be either a company driver or a lease operator or owner operator? How much are you looking to make a week? Because me personally, if you're making $1,500 a week, you can be a company driver and make that. I think you should be making $2,000, $2,500 a week minimum running your own truck. That's after fees and everything. Now keep in mind, you still have to pay taxes at the end of the year or quarterly out of that money. So does it really make sense? Does it really make sense to have this type of truck payment? It really doesn't. At the end of the day, as an owner-operator, we need to be seeing $3,000, $5,000 a week as an owner-operator in order for that business to make sense, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. Hope you guys like the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, until next time, see you in the next video.
I'm so grateful for